Hi everybody, my name is Andrew. In this lesson, we are going to talk about how to make questions using the future perfect tense. I will review how to make questions with the simple future perfect and with the progressive or the continuous version. So I'll introduce how to make it when we use it and a few example sentences. Let's get started. I want to begin then with a quick review of future perfect tense and when to use it. You might have seen the video about the future perfect tense or the future perfect progressive tense. This is the same as that. To review though, for this lesson, we use the future perfect tense to refer to actions that will or that won't, will not be finished at a specific time in the future. So this is very specific to the simple future perfect tense. To give a visual representation, if we are talking in our conversation in the present here, now, there is some point in the future, like tomorrow or 8 p.m. or Monday, for example. So, by this point in time, some action will or will not be finished by this point in time. So I marked this with a star and a question. So we will, maybe we won't. We are using questions for this lesson. So I've used a question mark for this. So this is for the simple future perfect. For progressive, however, which we will also review quickly today, for progressive, this is for action that will be continuing at a specific point in the future. So this is one difference between the simple form and the progressive form. With the simple form, the action either will or will not be finished. With progressive form, the action will or will not be continued. So let's take a look now at how to make future perfect questions. Let's begin with the simple version, future perfect simple questions. To make a basic future perfect simple tense question, we begin with will, then we add our subject like I, he, she, for example. We follow with have, then we use the past participle form of the verb and any additional information. This is where we include our deadline or our cutoff point. I'll share some examples of this in just a second. If, however, we want to make a future perfect progressive question, we can use a very similar pattern. We begin again with will plus subject plus have, but to make the progressive form, we need to use have been, and instead of the past participle form of the verb, we use the progressive or the continuous form of the verb, the ing form of the verb. As we did with the simple future tense, simple future perfect rather, we then include any additional information. This is where we include our deadline or our cutoff point or future reference point that comes at the end of the sentence, the end of the question. If you want to make a negative, we simply replace won't for will. So instead of using will at the beginning of the sentence, we use won't. This tends to be used when we are confirming something. I'll show you an example of this at the end of the lesson. But we use this won't when we are asking about something we thought was true. and we want to confirm that with another person. It's kind of a specific case. So again, I'll show you an example. For now, though, let's practice making a few basic sentences with these patterns. Alright, over here, I want to use the verb finish for this sentence. Will he have something, his report, by Monday? So, we see that Monday is our future point here. We also see we have will he have. There is no been here. This tells us that it's a future perfect simple tense sentence. So we need to use the past participle form of the verb. Will he have finished his report by Monday? Means by this point in time in the future, Monday, will the report be finished? Will it not be finished? That's the question. So we will say either yes, his report will be finished by Monday, or no, his report will not be finished by Monday. So will he have his report by Monday? He will have or he won't have. Okay, let's move along. Will you have something by 8 p.m.? By 8 p.m. So the verb I want to use here is eat. Again, we have will, you have. There is no being here. So that's a good hint that we should use the past participle form of the verb eat. So the past participle form of eat is eaten. Will you have eaten by 8 p.m.? So perhaps this is a dinner invitation. For example, will you have eaten by 8 p.m.? The answer to this might be no, we won't have eaten, or no, I won't have eaten because I'm working, or yes, I'll have eaten already, for example. So we can use the future perfect tense to reply to this question as well. Yes, I will have eaten. No, I won't have eaten yet, for example. You can mix yet and already into your answers. Okay, let's continue along to the next example. Will we have been something on this project for a month as of tomorrow? So here we do see been. Will we have been? This is a big hint that we should use the progressive or the continuous form of the verb. Our verb here is work, so the progressive form is working. Will we have been working on this project for a month? As of tomorrow. As of tomorrow means tomorrow is kind of our like landmark point. So at this point in time, at this specific point in time tomorrow, will we have been continuously working on this project for a 1 month period. So in other words, we began working on the project 1 month ago, 1 month in the past. We have been working continuously and we are still working on the project. So this is a confirmation question. Will we have been working on this project for a month as of tomorrow? You could say, yes, we will have been working for a month. Or no, we won't have been working for a month yet. Something like that could be the reply. So this is probably a confirmation question about how long a project has been in progress. I want to finish though with an example of this want that I mentioned earlier. I made a conversation actually, so let's take a look. A says, let's meet at 6 p.m. Let's imagine it's an office. Let's meet at 6 p.m. B says, won't you have left the office by then? You have a dinner meeting. A says, oh, right. So this is a very common example of when we might use this won't button. So, like I said, it's used to confirm A perhaps forgets his or her schedule and therefore suggests a 6 o'clock meeting. Let's meet at 6 p.m. B, however, remembers the schedule and B asks this question to confirm the future plan. Well, won't you have left the office by 6 p.m.? So at this point in time, you will be gone. So you will have left the office at some point before this, right? Using this won't you sounds like it's a confirmation. Confirmation, isn't that right? Because you have a dinner meeting. A then remembers, oh, right. So this is a very common way we might use this. But as you can see, it's kind of a specific situation where some person forgets a future schedule or a future planned action, another person in this situation remembers it though, and they ask to confirm. So you might see it used in something like this. However, we tend to use this more in the positive, to ask positive questions about the future, about future activities. So I hope that that helps you make questions with the future perfect tense and with the future perfect progressive tense, not just simple. If you have any questions or comments or want to practice making some sentences, please feel free to do so in the comment section of this video. Of course, too, if you like the video, don't forget to give a thumbs up, subscribe to our